place. Hey, buddy. I will get better. Yeah. Now I'm sorry that you said it. I really hope it's better. Yeah. Let me want to tell me my nigga is straight real. That means sometimes so how you feel. You know that is the reality. And you got me super talking you so bad. Let's take it back to one. I was the product of my environment. Innocent. I knew when the life that I admit could it be street for us to go through this punish street. My life is just trying to get to another nickel. I love my father to go with this white kid. Fast forward to granddaughters time straight. And I heard you go with your cousin, but what if I know you like I know you? Balls, yeah, that damage real, but there's no love lost. I heard that you was here strong and that was true. But I hope I live up to the name that I got for you. True. I don't know what else to do.
Yeah, man. It's getting real up in here. Gotta get things out real quick. I'm doing something right now. I'm just sending out the live and trying to see if we can seal in a few more people just in case nobody getting the live invite or notification that I'm live. First, make sure. Yeah, man. So, sheesh. Oh, man. See what we doing. Uh, yeah, yo, like, whew, just gotta say, if I haven't said already, Happy New Year to everybody that has definitely gotten to the new year for themselves. As we know, time zones differ, and this time right now is not like next position, geographical position in this world, So, Happy New Year to everybody still celebrating the New Year, getting it in. You know what I'm saying? Uh, I think we want to get that out there to y'all. Y'all know I appreciate y'all for being a part of the show today. I appreciate y'all for being with me. New Year, happy freaking New Year. Much love to you. Yes, yes, I was sitting here jamming out, tuning in. I'm sitting here just, listening to some artists from the independent, circuit. So respect to the artists that are doing it up like that there. Appreciate Nikki White Chocolate for stepping in and saying Happy New Year. I appreciate that. For real, for real, for real. Yeah, yeah. Just as it is, it is, it is, you know what I'm saying? But hey, like I said, man, like it's a lot of artists out there, man. And I mean, way, you hear of, we know we have a variety of, you know,
Device unlocked.
celebrity
Band
talent,
Unlabeled button
on the
out of list.
charts, and doing things,
Navigation.
and getting noise, but just want to let y'all know, man, it's a lot of artists,
Navigation bar.
The music world is deeper than celebrity.
Follow.
You know? Aaron, what up, my boy, Mr. Magic Man,
People to follow.
stepping through, man. What's goody good? It's definitely a blessing, man, when I sit and I
Library
tap
button.
into this live, man. And
Library.
I can see
Selected.
that we got a few people that I know here coming in, you know what I mean? A few new people, you know. Peace and love to that, It's good. It's a beautiful thing. 2021, what's good with you? We almost done with this motherfucker, y'all.
A letter to my pop. Free old
We
music
almost
in
done
list.
with this motherfucker over here.
Play.
So, I mean, shit.
Library. Out of list.
What we looking like
Tap to activate.
2021 this year? What we looking
Search
like for the
button.
new year?
My profile
You know,
button.
anybody want to come up and tell me
Project.
what
Tab.
plans
1
y'all
of
got
5.
going on for the
Project.
new year?
Selected.
What's
Take
something
1 of
new that
5.
you're gonna be
Like
putting
music
together,
in list.
doing? You know what I mean?
Deleted project.
Maybe even getting wrapped up in. Mr. Sack, what up? Shout out to Sacramento and this beach, Sac Town, West Coast.
All.
But you know what I'm saying? Like,
Deleted project.
I feel like,
All.
you know,
Unlabeled button.
that's perfect
New
timing.
button.
You know,
Keith Brendan, Mr.
we got a lot of
Unlabeled
things
button.
going on
Text. Hey yo,
in
let's go,
the
Mr.
aspect.
J Gun JTV plus 1 other. 21 years
You
ago.
know?
Unlabeled button.
So
Hey yo, let's go,
yeah,
Mr.
man. Like
J Gun
I'm just
Unlabeled. Text. They don't like me,
I'm
Mr.
really
Unlabeled
working
button.
on some
Text.
shit. I'm really hoping that like the shit I work on, you know, makes a huge difference in somebody's life when they hear it, you know what I'm saying? So definitely if you
Navigation
haven't
bar.
been tuned into my YouTube
1 UI home.
channel, you know
Band
what I'm
lab.
saying, you
Pager.
should probably check that out. Check in with the YouTube, the you know, releases of, you know, some sneak peeks on joints. You know, only for the members that actually subscribe to the channel, man, do they actually get a lot of my work, you know. So tap in with me, subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already, you know what I'm saying? The link is in the bio. Yeah, man. And be prepared. We're gonna be releasing that joints on mainstream onto the streaming platform soon. So Danica Bucci, shout out to the queen, my Canadian R&B singer, the queen, Danica Bucci. Happy New Year, love. Just want to say that for me to you, man. Like one of my dear friends in the celebrity world of music, Danica Bucci. Appreciate you for tapping in this day. It's a very special occasion, you know. But now I just wanted to say, man, I'm tapped in with everybody. Like I love listening to the artists that are, you know, not there on that broader spectrum that everybody's listening to. So I mean, call me the guy that takes the unbeaten path, you know what I mean, and try to carve out a lane, you know, from it. But hey, I feel like, you know, some of these guys deserve this kind of shine, man. There's some really talented artists out there. They grind hard, they get up, they do what they got to do to get their lyrics together, and they put creations together that could really blow your mind. And it blows my mind that they are not on a broader spectrum being broadcasted to a bigger audience that like they should. But, you know, guess that's the rules of the industry, you know. You're only as big as they allow you to be at certain points, you know. So, but for me, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just really want to be the one to highlight that I respectfully appreciate artists like that, you know what I'm saying? Always a huge, deep appreciation for these artists. And you know it. Thank you. And I believe it. I'm surely working. I'm definitely working. Sheesh. Like, it's a beautiful thing right now. Like I'm working really hard on trying to get the sounds together, get the quality together, so everybody that places their ear on my music next time they hear it is gonna really appreciate what they're hearing, you know. And normally, you know, for a lot of my followers that have been here with me doing these PZ Show live streams, man, y'all know I'm probably playing a few of my songs by now. But as you know, as you know, I've been cutting back on that process because I feel like you guys have gotten a little taste of what it takes. You know what I'm saying? Because though that production was just me giving y'all like what sound like, and I'm still working. I'm still working at it. You know what I'm saying? It's still creation in progress, and I'm still trying to get to a point of perfection where, you know, that sound quality meets the means of the music that I'm putting out. You know what I'm saying? Because I have a good, meaningful message if you can get into it. But I really want people to you know, to perceive it well, you know, and receive the whole message. And it sucks because like a lot of people only listen or they only are willing to, you know, invest in something like that if it stands the quality thread of acceptance. So, you know what I'm saying? Like personally, it's all about, I feel like a song that's a really good song should take time to be, even if it need to be recreated and made so that when the world does hear it, even if it was only heard on a smaller spectrum, for when the world actually hears it, it's something that everybody gonna really, really appreciate, So I feel like for me, like that's really what I've been working on doing. And I know like a lot of people are just like, fuck that. Why don't you just do it that way the first time? Well, you gotta realize like there's a difference. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not doing this the typical way that any artist would, paying to go to a studio for hours, booking the sessions and recording, professionally, mixing and master, and then going through that process. I'm actually
Screen off.
using a more accessible to me technique, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, like, you know what I'm saying, it's helping, along with the fact that it's actually giving me an opportunity to work on like how I can make that something of my own, you know what I mean, if I really chose to. Because who knows what that could lead to later, you know what I'm saying? All else goes well and I start actually getting good at it. I may even be able to, a credit for some of the, defaults that I have that are still dwindling in my mixes as I'm still going through shit. So I can, you know, I can work with shit, and I'm willing to give it the try and keep working at it until I figure it out, because I've done work in that manner to learn certain things. Like, it took me teaching myself how to operate these damn devices and smartphones and shit. Like I'm still in the learning process of a lot of it, but due to the fact of getting around understanding the basics. White Girl 289, Happy New Year. Happy New Year. We're almost there, y'all. But yeah, it's so many things like right now, and I'm just trying to make sure that, everything is laid out the right way. So when y'all guys take in the information, take in the music, it receives well, and everybody that's in attendance to it
Swipe with two
can
fingers
really
to
grab
unlock.
onto it.
10:39 p.m.
You know what I mean? So I do. I appreciate y'all for taking this journey with me though, because I wanted y'all to see how
Screen off.
this is not just something that you can. It's not just something you can, that everybody said, "Oh, this is the easiest. It's so easy." Da da da. It's not. Oh, excuse me. It's not at all easy. Not at all easy. And just a, not just a, small thing. Like it really takes someone who is dedicated to making it happen. You gotta really be wanting to make it happen in order for it to actually come out. You know what I'm saying? And there aren't many people willing to stick with something to make it happen. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing this music shit 20 plus years, and boy, you too, Dana. Thank you, Dana Kabuchi. Oh man, one of my biggest friends and my hugest friends, man, hugest friends in that world, man. Like she's a big name. For those of y'all that don't know, go follow her, Dana Kabuchi. Like for real, superior fucking wordsmith and just being like a vocalist that really makes you feel like the music that you should be listening to You know what I mean? Because if you ain't heard of her, you should go find her. You know what I mean? For real, for real. And if not, you know what I mean? Like I will have to say like just go look her up, man, because she's a great artist for real. But I'm willing to let y'all know and put y'all in on a little something, like, since today is the day that like we just been like really just like mixing with each other and kind of just chilling, man.
Swipe with
Like
two fingers
I
to unlock.
appreciate this time we having together. And
Device unlocked. One UI home. BandLab.
what I want to do for you right now is I'm
BandLab.
gonna give you one of
Unlabeled.
these
Button.
projects
List.
that I've
Text.
just finished with two good friends of mine,
Notifications. Button. Out of list.
two really good
Selected.
friends of
Library.
mine,
Selected.
you know, and man, when I tell you
Brendan. Mr. J Guns JP.
this
Unlabeled.
song,
Button. Hey yo.
I'm sorry
They don't like
to
me.
anybody
Mr.
that felt
Unlabeled,
differently
but-
about it.
Talking about.
I
I
think
don't like free parrot
this
project.
was one of the
Unlabeled.
best songs,
Space no fear. Unlabeled.
you know.
Space water prod bot.
And
Unlabeled. Zoom prod
I don't
bot.
know who bringing it. I don't know many artists that are really taking it there. You know what I mean? So I don't know. When I hear,
In list. Zoom
'cause
prod bot.
I hear a lot of
Unlabeled. Button.
artists.
Tap tap. Zoom
I
prod bot.
really do. I
Anadolu.
hear a lot of artists,
Play.
and whether they mainstream
December 20th.
or
Mix editor.
you know what I'm saying, they
Unlabeled. Unlabeled.
you know,
Play. December. Copy link.
or there are artists that just, you know, we know and love. You know what I'm saying? Like we haven't heard them, you know, or we have never heard them. You know what I mean? Like everybody brings something to the table more unique than the next, more unique than the last. It may sound similar in a way, but it always has some sort of unique twist. It may seem significant to some, but you know, I'm gonna tell you right now, it's really just a matter of, you know, who's listening. You know, but
December 20th. Copy
I'm
link.
gonna tell you, man, this
Play.
song right here, I had a lot of fun doing it. It was almost a year in creation in transacting this song, because there were other artists that had, you know, I had sent out the opportunity to, and you know, this is what I got back because, you know, some of them kind of couldn't, you know, hold up to it, whatever, you know what I mean, whatever the reason may be, you know. But listen, I don't take back nothing that came out of this, because to me this record was still a dope ass record. And I don't know, man. Y'all tell me, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, y'all been probably catching on the previews. Y'all seen me posting like screenshots of this track that's trending on Rap Chat right now. Man, like if you haven't, go check out Rap Chat app from your app store. Download that app real quick and go check out your boy Mr. J Guns. You know what I'm saying? Find me on Rap Chat, Mr. J Guns, saying, you know, all one word on the platform, and you know, go tap into that music. There's that this song I did with two very special friends of mine, my homie MTL Agent and Queen Candy Lady straight out of Memphis. Shout out to you and yours, man. Happy New Year to both of y'all. If y'all tapping in, listening to this on the recap, man, I just want to let y'all know it was an honor and a privilege to be, you know, artists or labeled an artist under the same record as y'all guys. Because y'all really made this track, you know, y'all really helped me make this track what it was. And I just wanted to give it a vibe where people could, you know, kind of like catch on to it and, you know, feel like they could run this, they can bump this shit speeding. I might invoke a few speeding tickets, you know. You know, no pun intended. But Definitely, man. Like I really wanted like people to really just enjoy the song, be able to just even in the crib, you know, be zooming through the crib, cleaning up and shit. You know what I'm saying? Type of shit. You know, because I damn sure do when I be listening to it. I jam out to this song. I played it on repeat because I have it so close to the cuff. So without further ado, man, I want y'all to just tap in on this track. I played it for y'all before, but now this is complete. It's a complete track now. We're working now to do you know, some last minute mixing and mastering before we release this to streaming networks. It's going. Best believe it is going. So check this out. This is my cut, Zone, featuring Intel Agent, Candy Lady, produced by Anodamic Beats. Right, tap in, tap in, tap in.
Hey, easy, easy. Zoom. I like. Zoom. Yeah. Zoom. Zoom. Bring on the beat. I'm about to beat with the heat. You got the beat. Rap with the beat. I'm gonna show you how we do it. Beat on the beat. Lyrical song like a lyrical sense. I'm beating on the beat. Beat on the sheet. Better bag. Give a nigga 50 beat for a trace of the week. Zoom. And we're going on to the next one. Better watch your back for the next song. Heard you the best for the next song. Coming over here about to beat to the last song. Better buckle up with my pride. I zoom. Zoom. Yeah, I zoom. You can't throw my pride. Never stop my ride. Zoom. Zoom. Yeah, I zoom. You can't throw my pride. Better buckle up with my pride. Speeding all in the fast lane. Hip hop moves but no fast lane. Holding on to get mad brain. Calling me over the white map chain. We get up, get down. Beats come up, we break down. They be hating that sound. Even at the cover run up to get big down. Man, what's up, this clown? Acting like Mr. J Town. Ain't gonna 50K round. Beat down.
Hey, big down, no doubt to the Midwest. King Kong gonna battle my chest. Intel Canadian easy. Easy with the beat and the rest. Got a phone on the footsteps, place to the boot. The baseline change the game for the food. To the brand name, name for the game for the loot. The cop for the profit, the strange to you. You start with the brains of food. The oldies know what the players do. Balls, toss the brains off human. And in 6 minutes, I'm human too. Doesn't make it so me. That's the fatal way to create a new me. Now life is soothing. Heights of my guiding light is a cycle through these looming nights of blooming Julie. Step up, gonna do my duty. Bit of life, right price, inside eyes, fight, rhymes to do these points to do to the flopping. Never got the rhythm and I can't run chopping. Godfather, but here from Dobbin, Robin, Goblin, gotta go to bomb line. Glass half full, grab to the rest up. Walk off in the brim of the cup. I thank God for the hope and the blessing. The brain won't glow in the brain that's up. Let's grow. Let it germinate. With the wordplay permeate. Just perfect. Gotta earn my cake to learn to love and become the head.
Zoom. I zoom. Can't throw my vibe. Never stop my vibe. I zoom. Zoom, yeah, I zoom. You can't control my vibe. Never stop my ride. I zoom. Zoom, yeah, I zoom. You can't control my vibe. Never my ride.
All I wanna do is do my zoom like break to the face. But I see people with a stack of check. Yeah, you can call it break, but they never I flex. So good they be telling me I'm better than sex. I say I'm the best, but if I didn't, who would? The way I said I should. I made the way that you could. Put me on the pedestal like the brother beyond. I call myself a queen, bitch. I claim the throne. You gotta first boost yourself. Well, they know how when you put on the shot. How you come with it, how thick your words, sticking, how you flick your lyrics, delivery style and flow. That's why you hear screaming, let's grow. We keep running up the scout. They like how long the folks gon' be on top, nigga, we don't know. We zooming past y'all hoes, already in the end zone. Ran faster than Usain Bolt, and we gon' keep zooming on. It's that type of shit, y'all niggas can't fuck with. We back and hit after hit. Every track we real. You can't fuck with the lyrical talents of my homies. They wildin' 3 heavy hitters on one track. Now who can compete with that? You something like a busted goofy and bet. We hit you with a Lambo, a Mustang, and finish with a Corvette. And zoom.
Yeah, I zoom. You can't control my vibe. Never gonna stop my vibe. Zoom, yeah, I zoom. You can't control my vibe. Never gonna stop my vibe. I zoom, yeah, I zoom. You can't control my vibe. Never gonna stop my vibe. I zoom, yeah, we zoom. You can't control my vibe.
Just saying. So yeah, you know where we at, man. Like it's a new year, yo. It's a new year. It's a new year we going into, and man, if I ain't got like some new joints coming up, y'all, that's unreleased, and they're really only streaming on one place, you know. So if you've heard them, you know, if you've been listening, if you're tuned in, you know, I appreciate all of y'all for being a part of that. You know, all my YouTube subscribers, man, tap in. Appreciate y'all for being a part of my personal page, as well as the subscriber page for the music. You know what I'm saying? Like, because yes, as y'all know, for those of y'all that follow me and really follow me, I have 3 YouTube pages. You know what I'm saying? One of which is my personal page. The other 2 are pages that I'm referring strictly for certain things, like specifically the PZ Show has its own channel, has its own YouTube channel, for example, and my music has its own channel. The streaming music that I've released to widespread streaming networks, and that is actually part of the reason why any songs that are streamed or that are released on my personal page are not songs that, you know, I am that they're not songs that are actually released to that streaming network. After they release to the streaming network, I actually remove them. I remove those songs from the playlist of music that's there. So they have their setups where I put them because I you know, that's for the artists that's for people that really tune into me. And you know, if you're one of the 170 people that actually are subscribed to my YouTube channel and listen to the music, they, you know, give me them view counts, you know what I'm saying? Like, I appreciate it. Like, I really do. Like, between y'all and, you know, helping, you know, circulate my music out there to the masses here on IG, you know what I'm saying, with the people that I know here and just everywhere, man. Like, I just really appreciate that shit because, like, you know, you don't know how good you are in the artistry until people, you know, start, you know, coming to you and giving you that word. And then not only just giving you that word, willing to give you not only that, but you know, their unbiased support and opinion to help you better yourself. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate all of it. I appreciate all of it because at the end of the day, it's been helpful. All it is, it's all helpful. John Boy John, what's good? Happy New Year, brother. We living. We still here. We're about to walk into 2022 in a minute, y'all. Yeah. Yo, quick. We really is, man. We almost there, y'all. It's getting closer and closer to the time. Been checking. It's just coming in, man. We got a little more than an hour right now before US kicks off their start to the new 2022. Oh man. I'm looking into this whole thing and I'm saying to myself, you know, what are the things that, you know, I'm thankful for? I'm thankful to still be here. I'm thankful to still be in good health. I'm thankful to be able to celebrate, you know, this time with, with people that, you know, I may not be able to see physically, but they tap in with me and we talk like we are family or community. And I respect that, you know what I'm saying? Because when we were pushed into this quarantine situation, I had kind of been already on an isolation myself for a few years, you know, and needless to say, like, you know, it was getting to I was starting to get to a point of you know, of almost like a mental break. But I'm glad, you know, I'm glad that I had the opportunity to, you know, sit down and observe one particular thing that my mind caught interest to, and it gave me an outlet to keep my mind focused so that I'm not distracted with all of the nonsense that's going on out there, and so to react, you know what I mean, to it in a more negative way, to as a resolution to it, you know what I mean. Instead, I became more proactive this year, you know, being whether just, you know, listening more to progressive news and understanding the reason why progressive news is needed, and more people should be invested in listening to it, because you see every day the things that are going on around us, and it's like the more you want to sit here and say no, it's just, you know, it's just da da da. And listen, we are in a very unprecedented time, especially now. And it's not even just this pandemic. Everything around us is starting to be magnified at a level most unpleasurable. It's to the point now folks are not realizing how crazy certain things once looked at as normal really were. And it's like it's an eye opener to them. But for a lot of us, it's like, well, shit, we've been trying to say that for a long time, but y'all made it so normalized, you know. Now it's become a problem. What of the sudden change? And the reason of it is just people are sick of seeing the same old fucking toilet flush shit on TV, and it's really starting to depress people. So they want something better, and they're looking for something better, and they know that they're not the only ones. But in order to make positive change, you need to connect with people who are connecting the dots to achieving positive change, whether it just be in your community or nationwide. So, you know, we're working, um, while working on myself in that aspect, I've gotten to a point of understanding, you know what I'm saying, a point of enlightenment, just reaching a valuable lesson, you know what I mean, that, you know, with research came to pass that, you know, things just, you know what I mean, have to be set in a certain course. And if you know, take your time with, you know, everything you're doing, and make sure that you're doing it right and for the right reasons, you know, I feel like, you know, God doesn't judge those that do things in his name, unless you raise the question of where your life, what master you really serve, you know. So I don't know, but I appreciate being able to sit right here in my home, tap on this tablet, and tap on live with you guys and join you while we celebrate this monumental change in our year, you know, this monumental resolution of things that's going on in just this last year, and welcoming each other all at once into this new year. You know what I'm saying? Because man, it has been one crazy year, fam. And for all of those that don't know, y'all know, you know, it's just, are we really, you know, willing to sit down and actually, you know, enjoy what we know to be true about this year?
Swipe with 2 fingers to
You
unlock.
know, I just know
Device
that for a
unlocked.
fact
Band
that,
lab.
you know, as
Play.
human beings out here in this world today, you know,
Navigation
we
bar.
got an obligation to one another, not just ourselves,
Space
but to
water
one
prod.
another,
By Vibe
one
Streamy.
another as
Mr.
human
Plugin
beings.
featuring Genostar.
We are
Unlabeled.
people,
I don't like free
and
steroid
we
project.
should be
Unlabeled.
here
Space
to
no fear fraud by.
help
Unlabeled.
other people.
Space water
You
fraud
know what
by.
I mean?
Unlabeled. Zoom fraud by. Anadali.
And
Unlabeled.
one of our
Call me back, Mr.
biggest
Unlabeled. Talking about Mr.
defaults,
J Guns.
as I was
Unlabeled.
just saying
Button.
to
They don't like me, Mr.
Miss Al
J Guns.
Munoz earlier,
One day ago. The Missionary Baptist Church is live now. Watch night celebration service.
as I was saying to my man Miss Al Munoz earlier, you know, he was literally saying, you know, it's the community, man. We've lost that, and I hope that one day, you know, one day soon, you know what I'm saying, we start to open up and think about that part of it as we get into, you know, this new year and, you know, creating evolutionary change that could very much turn the tides to our, you know, inevitable end to on this planet as human beings. You know, it could tilt the tides. And the question remains to still stand a chance of being asked, you know, are you going to be a part of the change, or are you going to be a part of the destruction of Earth? You know, and, you know, wallowing in questionnaires that you don't want to grasp the concept of, let alone try to implement change for your own personal, even on a microcosm. If you're not going to do it, then it's not going to be worth doing anything. It's not worth you doing anything. You know, you're better off just standing in one place and hoping that your carbon footprint doesn't do too much damage. But at the end of the day, you know, it's up to us still to choose to be, you know, responsible, not just for ourselves and the people around us, but for the planet we live on. You know what I'm saying? We were all grown here. We were all raised here. Our families and generations before us passed away and were returned to this land that we love and we live on. And we have to start showing more respect to it, because the things we do to it reflect the damage that's done to us from it. So, I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of thinking about a lot of that stuff in the pretense of it all.
Me, collaborators,
I know
anyone with
I'm
this
not
link
perfect,
enjoy.
so
December 4th, 2020. Mixed editor.
far from being a person to have something to say about it.
Yesterday, 6:55
But to the
p.m.
people that
published,
actually
Mr.
are, you know,
J Guns JPV. Turn up hashtag bars
pushing and
hashtag
doing
Woodley
that,
MC hashtag where J
you
Guns
know,
hashtag
actually
Faces Joanne
keeping with,
hashtag
you know,
Blend Rapper
the
hashtag Notepad Open
regimen and
hashtag hip hop
regulations
hashtag hip
of
hop bars hashtag
being
hashtag I
really safe and earth friendly to, you know what I mean, the restoration of what we now can still call our home. You know what I mean? I do commend y'all, because I have a problem. I still have like one of the ridiculous of times because of my program, and I have to realize that that's a part of it all. We've been programmed from day one to, you know, go to a grocery store and grab this, and, you know, oh, we got trash bags. We need trash bags for, you know, this, and you could throw anything in there. The trash can, the dumpsters will just sort it out. You know, it's their trash now, you know, instead of being responsible, you see what I'm saying? And knowing how to separate what is recyclable trash and what is not, you know, and being able to actually help to, you know, change the common narrative of our world around us, you know, by doing our fair share of keeping the properties of our world and our land as, you know, intact as we can. You know, it's bad enough this big ass ball is fighting off, you know, meteors and comets and asteroids and black holes and all this shit while floating in a fucking circle, orbiting around a big ass ball of fire. You know, when you listen and you hear that shit, it's still fascinating for even that. So, you know, just respect to the atmosphere of life that has been created in this dwelling. And peace and prosperity to you and yours and everyone in attendance and everyone that's just within the sound of this voice that you're hearing on the screen. That sounds like he's just way too damn drunk to be making any of these motherfucking loose statements. But hey, respect and peace to you. I don't do this every day. Shit, the last drink I had was on Thanksgiving with my grandmother. And that's literally the last drink I had. Before that, I had a 6-pack on New Year's last year. So just saying, like, this doesn't happen every day. So I mean, I think I've gone a whole year working on keeping my family healthy, keeping my family secure and safe and structurally sound for the benefit of their longevities, no matter what the circumstances
Email,
may come across.
You are invited to the Capital Region Virtual Career Fair on January 13th.
I'm just looking towards making sure that
Play.
All in all, that my
Yesterday,
life
6:55 p.m.
and everything around
Play.
the goals that I plan to achieve not only give off a long-lasting effect, but a ripple effect that helps my generations behind me that are coming into this world unknowing of all of its values.
Not recording.
You know what I'm saying? And it's unpredictable.
Email service@paypal.com. Receipt for your payment to Google Marvin TV. You successfully sent a payment. Hello, Marvin TV. You sent a payment of $7.99 United States cents to Google's Noraply Plus supported. Unlabeled button.
So
Play.
I definitely want to let that be known. But yeah, we're gonna jump into this one more track, this last track, yo, and then we're gonna see what's up over on CNN or Fox in a minute to see what's up with them on what they're doing about the ball dropping and all that good shit. So here it is right here. This is another track for you. Just a little sneaker peeker. For y'all that haven't checked in on my YouTube channel and are just been tuning into like IG posts, tap in. This song right here is called They Don't Like Me. All right, tap in. I appreciate y'all for listening. I'll be right back.
Oh, easy. Bye. Okay, let's go. I done seen a lot coming my way, but they don't want to fuck with me. No. Seen a lot of brothers stunned like bitches trying to fuck around with DGs. They don't like me, I know it, and that's alright. I'm straight. They don't like me, I know it, but that's alright. We ain't down. Fresh new week for a new week. But like a pop quiz, niggas test me. They tryna make me feel like I ain't elite. I'm from the streets of the hood, here the ghetto speak. Whirlwind like a roller coaster. Known to make a bitch moist like a weight coaster. Better watch your girlfriend when I approach her. I'ma make her hot bottle like a used toaster. Your hoes say I'm a commodity, cause every time I'm in the pussy I can hardly try to get it to squash all this camaraderie. But every time I date out, she come ride at me. So who you loving, who you wanna be bumping? Mr. J Guns coming in, I'm creeping with something. Got the whole world rocking with the way that I'm coming. So get your pom-poms rocking when I come to you function. I done seen a lot coming my way, but they don't wanna fuck with me. Seen a lot of brothers turn like this, trying to fuck around with DG. They don't like me, and I know it, but that's alright. We straight. They don't like me, I know it, but that's alright. We ain't down. Get up, get down. Talking crazy, you'll get you slapped in my town. As I recall up on the streets, you damn clown, and I ain't like Brandy, I ain't trying to be down. I'm blind, black, spitting fire out my mouth. Better be plain retarded, and you still came from me, yeah. You catch me to calm down. My freestyle bigger than most people catch written down like 6 feet with 6 lick. I'm sick, bitch. So sick while I lock rhymes like rap pits. Full Beverly chick, that's a sick bitch. I'm heading over next week, then give a silly dick. That's silly.
Hey.
Navigation bar.
Okay. Yes. Like I said, if for y'all that don't know, that song right there is called "They Don't Like Me." Yes, they don't like me. You can catch that exclusively right now
One UI
on
home. BandLab in
YouTube.
pager.
My personal YouTube channel, to be exact. Go tap in and you'll look it up. You'll find it. But for real, man, I really do want to let y'all know, man, like we have more music, but to be honest, a lot of this music, if y'all have been following me, you've been hearing all of this. You've been hearing all of the music that's coming up so far, you know what I mean? So be on the lookout for this next album. It's gonna be streaming, these tracks, and they're gonna be really coming up for you guys because I'm wanting to clean off my work tray for music so I can start with a fresh palette, and hopefully you guys can enjoy the collective of songs that I'm gonna release to you guys next year and be able to take that and work inside of that to make a musical collective until I can get to you guys later, which will come down the line. It'll be coming down the line. I won't leave you out of there. I won't leave you out in the blue. I won't leave you out in the in complete darkness. But I definitely want to let y'all know that we're gonna be doing some money. We're gonna be doing some really big things with the music, releasing a lot of things. No, we're gonna be releasing some music next year. So be on the lookout for that. Definitely. I want to let everybody know that has been tapped in with us. This segment of this show is the last hour of the year. It's the last hour of the year, man. And man, I don't know about y'all, but we have had, like I said, one of the craziest years. So, whether you were living here in the U.S. or,
Swipe with 2 fingers to unlock.
You live in other
11:13
countries.
p.m.
We have been through some crazy shit, and it's not a bad thing to admit. It's really not a bad thing to admit that. So but guys, I'm drunk as hell. And I thought I sounded drunk. Oh man. I will say this though. Peace and love to all of the people that are out having fun, enjoying the new year with the loved ones, celebrating out with friends. Be safe out there. Drink responsibly. Make sure you make it home. Because the world is full of crazies, and we know that we're starting to see it more and more each day. We're starting to know what that looks like, how that looks like, who some of them are, and then what's really going on with them. Like, cause real talk, man, some of these motherfuckers is real predictable. Others you would never know. So be safe out there. You know what I mean? Always drink responsibly. If you can't do it, if you have to go out and drink, make sure you're with people that you know, and they ain't gonna leave you. Because too many people, the reason why we have so many issues happening in situations like the ones we see on the news, friends let other friends down when they really should be helping. You know, when you're too self-indulged in yourself to help the next person next to you that you claim to care about, your value structure falls. So I just feel like if you're a real person and you really care about a person enough to call them a friend is gonna always look out for you. I'm not saying that a friend is gonna be your bodyguard or your life's, you know what I mean? But they can be. They can be. And anyone that has a friend that's willing to do that for you, be at least be willing to meet them halfway. You know, at least be willing to meet them halfway. Sure. And I mean, like I think about that kind of shit because of the simple fact, like I talk to people all the time. Y'all see, I don't know if y'all know, but I talk to people a lot. You know what I mean? But it's very few people that I consider like real friends. You know what I'm saying? So I use the word, and I try to use the word to let people realize that you can be a friend. You know what I'm saying? It's like you could be a friend, and it's not hard to do, man. All it takes is being a person that's willing to be available for someone else. You know, makes and it's not saying that you're like available in like a always accessible situation, but like when a person really needs someone that they can talk to, confine in, lean on, to structure real life situations. You know what I'm saying? It is a blessing to have someone like that, because we live in a world nowadays where that shit is far and few between. And too many of us are caught up in that norm, in that daily norm, man. It's like fuck you. I gotta do me first. And you can understand it, to an extent. Some people just don't think that, another person involved can boost their ability. That's something that you never really figure out until you're in a situation where you could go either way, and it's that one person that you least expect it that comes out of nowhere and really comes through for you in the clutch. you know Ain't nothing like having a person like that. To everybody that got one, toast this to you. Toast this up to you. Cause comment it right now.
Swipe with two fingers to unlock. 11:21 p.m.
Nice.
Freedom.
Nah. Yes, yes. Shout out to Regina King. Mm. Dog, what up, dog? Happy New Year. Oh man. I'm just saying, like, it's a beautiful thing, y'all. So happy New Year, one and all, man. Let's celebrate it. Let's party it up. Oh shit.